I think coming out of this game, we can make it about the Jets, and I will. But the Vikings have earned the right to be the center of this breakdown. Like, this is from Kevin Seifert, who I think's great.
Mm-hmm.
Got to meet him in person. He's a Virginia alum.
Yeah.
Wahoo! Kevin. Shout out to Kevin. Met him when we went up there for the Vikings game, or the Vikings camp. This is a tweet from him. I'm paraphrasing. The Vikings have trailed for only 3 minutes, 26 seconds this season, per ESPN research. That puts them in the highest company. Only 4 teams since the merger have trailed for less time in games 1 through 5, and that is the 2009 Saints, the 1984 Dolphins, the 2023 Niners, the 1999 Rams, and the team right behind them, Reed, God's team, 1998 Broncos.
They all won.
Those are some of the best teams of all time.
Some of the best, some of the most,
yeah.
like, so again, the Vikings are another case study where you're like, for them not to be real, listen, Sam Darnold's going to look like that sometimes, okay? Like, he's a damn good quarterback, I think. Like, you know, he's got a chance to lead this team into the playoffs, but that's a good defense. And they've got guys outside, right? And you're still down Hawkinson, and you're down Aaron Jones. So, like, for them to think he was going to look lights out, like, probably not going to happen, but he missed some balls, okay? They still were up 17-0 in this game, okay? Like, they overcame some mistakes early. The pitch fumble, you know, Jefferson almost had a fumble. I think there were maybe 2-3 turnover-worthy type plays early in the game. And they still found a way to be up 17-0. I would say to the Vikings, get rid of that near pick the first drive when you play Green Bay. Get rid of that play where Darnold throws the ball backwards against San Francisco and they get away with it. Get rid of the play where you're underhanding it in the red zone. They've survived all this shit, and they still had a lead for damn near the whole season. You know how scary that is? To play the way the quarterback played, to lose your running back, and to make some of the mistakes you made early. And to play a team like the Jets that you thought, and everybody said this, you're not going to fool Rodgers. That's the one thing. We said they're going to hit more in cuts, and I don't think they're going to fool Rodgers. I think the Vikings win, but I don't think they're going to fool Rodgers. The very first quarter, they set a trap for him, and he walks right into it like a mouse, like piece of cheese right there, dude. And Van Ginkel doing what he does best.
Shout out to Van Ginkel, bro.
Playing the ball, dude. He
couldn't see through the haze.
It's hazy. Purple haze. Now, again, here's me being real and saying, like, I didn't steal that from anybody, but I have also seen where, like, people have been, I'm not the first one, I don't think, to call it purple haze defense. So credit to whoever said it first. But, like, that's a hell of a nickname for this team, because if it's too hazy for Aaron Rodgers, that guy knows how to operate in a dark room, and he couldn't see Andrew Van Ginkel. You know what I mean? He's right there. That's the one place they're like, we want him to throw it there. And he did. He mugged up. He took his time. He popped out of there, picked the ball off, goes to the house. Like, this is impressive.
For a coach who's calling plays.
Yeah.
And, like, timing it up and just being like, I'm calling this play right now.
Yeah.
I know exactly what's going to happen, and I know how it's going to happen.
Yep.
And then for it to happen that way, and you get the pick, but then you get the pick six, like
it's bad, dude.
that has to feel amazing though to make that call, like just like a Madden. If
dude,
you make him call.
B-Flow, I love calling defenses in Madden. B-Flow is probably it's the playbook I use most of the time.
Lot of blitzing.
Also multiple D.
You like multiple D?
You do.
Yeah, you do.
What? Well, you can get the one double man with the multiple D. B-Flow doesn't have like one double man, one double wide receiver, two. So the point is you've got the best coach group on defense. You have probably the best coach group on offense in the NFL. And, you know, even when your quarterback airmails some stuff and looks like a little lost when pressure's on him, like you're up 17-0 in London. Okay, like who's the veteran team? Who's the team that's been together a little longer?
O-line just got to keep them healthy. They just got to keep them healthy.
And they've got a good offensive line. Yeah. But the point is, Jefferson doesn't have like one of his signature days. Now, he had almost 100 yards, and people are saying he had a down day. But, you know, like some of those penalties are a little ticky-tacky. He's kind of getting the Jordan rules a little bit. But, like, you throw the ball at him, good things happen. Yep. And so, like, he didn't have his best day. Aaron Jones is hurt. Darnold didn't have his best day. Minnesota was up 17-0. nothing. Quarterback goes 14 to 31 for 179. You find a way to win there. And it's not a low-scoring game. Like, you found a way. It was a low-scoring game, but they had control. Like, they jumped out to a lead. They played things their way. And how about Nick Mullins coming in? Not insignificant. Nick Mullins comes in one play,
throws,
and
that
he's
pass.
just like, KOC's like, let's just have you take a shot to
had
the
him
back.
empty. I love that for a coach. Like, I feel like
Confidence.
that shows the confidence in your player.
And the
like,
confidence you put in the player.
exactly. For a quarterback to go in and like not have to just do a lazy ass handoff. Like, they put a play in the flow of the game, and you're gonna trust me coming off the bench to throw this pass, and then I nail it.
Yeah.
Even though I come right back out, but still, like, that's big time.
That's awesome, man. It's everybody being ready, and it's a great coach team. And I'll say this, like, they're gonna get Hawkinson back. Okay. When they get Hawkinson back, assuming they have Aaron Jones in these games where they have leads,
rolling.
Hawkinson to me gives you a little bit more multi-dimensional looks. Like, where right now I'm not afraid of the tight ends in the pass game. So like when Hawkins is in, you can build 12 personnel and you can run it, or you better be ready for him in the middle of the field. And I thought as they got into the game late, like the run game was struggling. The guys outside are strapping. Like, for the most part, they got guys like that. What happens when you play a team with good corners? You want to be able to attack the middle of the field. And I think he will be able to, even better when Hawkinson gets back. So Gilmore making the play to steal the game. His first day was the day they picked him up in August. It was like a throwaway.
Yeah.
It was like, it wasn't front page news. You know, like we were worried about whatever. Picked a great spot and picked a great time to make a play because they were in danger of losing this game.